Hey there, my name's Gary, and I work for a company called MacMoist. As you can see, we have a lot of products, such as the Apple iPhone and other many products, but the most important of which is the bike crash application. Here is an example of the bike crash application. We have advanced tools in the bike crash application. And we have Bike Crash 1 and Bike Crash 2. And you can actually add your own bike crashes. But so here's the hand tool that you use to actually select the point of view for the bike crash. And as you can see, I'm going to select the down on the ground point of view so that you get the full shot of him crashing. And then I'm going to go to the crash menu, and we're going to click clip, okay? Now we want to convert the clip to a crash clip instead of an illegal file. So now it becomes legal and it becomes a crash clip, which is what we need. So now we have the crash clip. We can change the speed of the crash, which also changes the damage in the end result and the price of the repairs and the total amount of damage. So now we have it fast. Why don't we try slowing it down? Maybe a little less damage. Maybe you don't want to have such an intense bike crash on a cold Sunday afternoon. So yeah, it's working well. As you can see, it's slow motion, and you might have shitty screens, so you might want to throw out your computer if you can't handle this, because this is pretty basic stuff that we're doing. I actually forgot to mention, you see that I have my mouse tool selected. Well, new cube. You saw how I cubed, and then I got back to the crash menu. Let's try something new. Let's try 200 and click done, and let's click the little arrow button after, and so there's the arrow button. That means start the crash. It's kind of like a simulator. It tells it to start the crash, and once it starts the crash, you can go to the crash menu while it's crashing. It actually pauses the crash. And you can have all these options. So like one of my favorite options is when I am feeling awfully mad at the world, I'll have multiple babies on a multi-seat bike, or a school of the blind bike, something of that sort. Anyways, that's not today. Not today. We just have a simple kid from the 50s or 80s. Or 90s of around that general time period, and I'm just screwing around with controls right now. You see me screwing around, blah blah blah, screwing around with controls. None of this really matters. It doesn't affect the crash, so I'm doing this just to look like I know what I'm doing. MacMoist. It is the technology of the future. As you can see from what you've just saw, that you can see we have a good lineup of products to sell to the general public, and we hope that everyone's very interested when they see that we have a lot of stuff to sell. I hope that you enjoyed today's production of MacMoist. I know I did. That's the joke for this week, is I hope I did. I hope I see you next week, even though I don't see you guys. Haha, another joke. Oh man, I'm on a roll. I better stop this before I ruin my roll for next week. I'm Gary, bye. MacMoist. Get your moist Mac moist. Nice man, nice.